Now I would like to call on Senator Manchin for the introduction, of Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman and Ranking Member. I appreciate very much the ability to go ahead. I have a committee meeting that we have to go to, and I know Senator Heinrich does too, so we're going to move on. But anyway, I want to thank you all. I consider it an honor to serve on the committee with all of you and to have the opportunity to introduce a nominee I believe will excel within the Department of Defense. The position of Secretary of Defense, Assistant Secretary of Defense for Special Operations and Low-Intensity Conflict has grown into a central figure within the DoD due to the demands we've placed on our Special Operation Forces through constant deployments in support of a wide range of missions, including counterterrorism, direct action, civil affairs, and preventing the proliferation of weapons of mass destruction. We depend on these elite units to always be ready to answer the call while maintaining the highest levels of quiet professionalism, and our nominee today certainly exemplifies those requirements. Chris Mayer has had a distinguished career in public service spanning 5 presidential administrations, both Democratic and Republican, but just as important in his career within the Air National Guard. I'm very proud to say that Chris currently serves as a member of the 130th Airlift Wing out of Charleston, West Virginia, as an intelligence officer. After a stint on the National Security Council from 2009 to 2013, which is notorious for round-the-clock work and constant burnout, he decided that he hadn't had enough and enlisted with the 130th the same year he finished his assignment on NSC. Further demonstrating his commitment, he deployed multiple times with the 130th to Africa, the Middle East, and Europe. Not to mention the monthly trips back to West Virginia, which I can tell you from personal experience that the drive is beautiful, but it's still a long one. I felt a personal responsibility to highlight his service in the Air National Guard, not because it is a direct connection back to my state, but more importantly because I believe it speaks volume of Chris's character and commitment. The ability to rise to the challenge of demands within a civilian and military career, and the institutional knowledge he has gained from working at the National Counterterrorism Center, to most recently leading the Defeat ISIS Task Force as its director, will certainly be needed as we continue to realign the global power competition with our near-peer adversaries across a number of domains. Our Special Operation Forces are very familiar with providing flexible support to our national security objectives, but the next few years will require a leader who can set a clear example for what is expected of them. I have no doubt that Chris Mayer will set that example. He exemplifies the impartiality of our civilian leaders and the sacrifice of our military leaders. I wish him and his wife Emily and their son Lincoln the best of luck through this daunting process. For these reasons and many, many more, I will support his nomination, and I encourage each and every one of my colleagues to do the same. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Senator Manchin. Now